Bueno, perfecto. Ahora estamos largando con la segunda parte de la entrevista y para ir finalizando, estuvimos más o menos hablando con Nina, como media hora más o menos. Esperemos que ahí. Estuvimos más o menos hablando como media hora de Nina, que nos contó un poco lo que hacen en Perseus y los candidatos que ellos reclutan. Vamos a que nos cuente un poco más en detalle, bueno, ya para ir cerrando un poco algunas reflexiones como vinimos ya haciendo en las entrevistas previas. Okay, Nina. Um, so I was actually telling that we were already like like half an hour in the first part of the interview was really interesting, and you actually clarify like a lot of questions that the people have. To summarize a little bit this second part, tell us a little bit, because I mean, you actually mentioned in the first part about the first apartment from the for the people who come here. Tell us a little bit how is it that it's like a student residency? Do they have to share? How does it work?
Yes. Well, we have, I think, 2 single rooms. They are always fully booked. We have a lot of double rooms, and I think we have 2 or 3 rooms for 3 people. And they have, on every floor, they have 3 bathrooms. They have a washing machine. They have a kitchen. They have a living room. They have a TV. So they can watch German television.
Okay.
And they have a garden area where they can walk around, and they are around 5 minutes per feet. They have big supermarkets, and they have the town, the city in Düren. So I think it's quite good situated. But from this apartment, from the student's house, they move after the course to their first apartment or to their room in a nurse's house, in addition of a hospital. And there, if they need to get an apartment privately, we always help and assist to find something. Well, we are not a specified company for looking for apartments.
Okay.
No, but we check the contracts, for example, if they are interested in anything, because there are a lot of fake apartments in the internet.
Yes.
In Germany, so it's a big risk. And we always recommend to go there to have a look. We talk to the owner, we check the contracts and all of this. And in some specific cases where they don't have all of the money to pay the deposit for the apartment, we assist even in that case. So we try to help them for the first step, and then they can go forward by themselves.
I have a question for you. So the people at the beginning, they always land at first in Düren, or for example, could happen that the people actually I don't know, like the direct employer it's in another city and
No, they always come to Düren.
Okay.
And they always attend the language course first here.
Okay.
And they settle and they get the cultural basics here. And from here, they go to the hospital then.
Give us an idea, for example, because I mean, I'm in Berlin, which is like a massive city. How is it Düren?
Yes. Well, Düren is a medium-sized city which has 100,000 inhabitants.
Okay.
100,000. Yes, 100,000 inhabitants. And we are exactly in the middle between Cologne and Aachen, so near to the border of the Netherlands.
Okay.
And in 20 minutes you can reach Cologne by day and by night per train. So
Okay.
you can go to Cologne as well to do some sightseeing and to get into clubs if they are open.
Yeah.
And then, yes, well, that's the question in the moment. But then you can do party outside in Cologne as well.
Yeah.
So we are exactly in the middle from Cologne and Aachen. So I think it's a quite good situation in the middle of Germany. So from here you can reach easily everything.
And the most of the employers that that you work with are like situated there in near Cologne, or like for example you have like employers who are in other German cities, I don't know, like Hamburg or I don't know.
No, we have employers. We have a group which went to Frankfurt right now. We have employers in the south, more in the south near to Stuttgart. We have employers more in the north near to Hanover. We have employers. Probably we will have a group which would be in the area of you, not directly Berlin, but a bit more in the south.
Okay.
But in direction to Berlin. No, we have hospitals and nursing homes all over Germany.
Okay. Okay, good. And okay, so tell us a little bit to go finishing this interview, because I think that we have already talked about like practically everything that from what the people want to know. Tell us a little bit, how does it work with like the direct employers? How what is the contact that the candidates have? Whether they have a contact with these employers before coming to Germany, or they have they have any knowledge from where they are going to be working after the recognition process?
Well, we have two ways. In general, most of the time it is, and before Corona, it was always the way to first do the job interview, to get everything fixed. Always the candidates get a link to the hospital from us. They get a link to the city so they can have an idea of where they work. And that they do a job interview directly with the hospital, and we do the translation only. So they do the job interview in Spanish, always. They do it in their mother language, and then we translate. And then they have some time to decide, okay, that would be a good possibility for me, or it wouldn't. Then we try to find another hospital for that, so or another nursing home, whatever they decide. And there's another way which came up because of Corona, because many hospitals did not have the time to do the job interviews. And some of the hospitals we are working together right now very intensively already. So some hospitals did recruit nurses this year and also wrote to us already, okay, please, we need to recruit a number of nurses next year. Could you prepare already a group which would be suitable for us? So in that case, some of the candidates we accept only for the program and offer them the possibility to start the language course. And in the language course in Argentina, no one comes to Germany without a working contract.
Okay.
In the language course in Argentina, when they started already, they do the job interview with an employer, with a nursing home, with a hospital, with an intensive care service. We have them as well.
Okay, Nina, I have a question for you, because I mean, I came here alone. You know my story and everything. What happens, for example, in the hypothetical situation that, I don't know, because I mean, it could happen to anyone, when you start like working in a hospital and you said, this is not for me. Do you give them a chance to actually to look for I don't know, another station, other hospital?
Yes, first we try to always talk to the hospital and to the manager and to the direct manager of this area, But if there's no chance to get an agreement, sometimes it's only a personal feeling
Yeah.
that someone says, "I don't feel comfortable in this place."
Yeah.
Then it's not something you can really describe as a real problem, but
Yeah.
it's a feeling which is inside.
Yeah.
And then we try to find another possibility and switch this person to another place and to another hospital, because it doesn't make sense to leave this person there, because probably she get depressed and go back home with a really bad
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Okay, Nina, we actually talk about everything. So, what are your plans for the future and pursuits?
Well, to work and to grow and to assist people from outside of Europe, to continuously assist people from outside of Europe, from Argentina, from South America, and from other parts of the world to come to Germany, to get a future in German hospitals, in German nursing homes, and to build everything up in a way where, well, how we did it as well with, for example, midwives, which we recruit from Italy for many years, and I have many contacts with them, even with people which I recruited for 6 or 7 or 8 years. That would be the best plan for the future, to still be in touch with some of the people and to see how they grow in Germany, and to invest in the best way to see that they are happy.
And what to when, for example, in case you have like a group of people, a group of candidates, this ideal situation that you could actually make like a groupal interview in Argentina, what would you actually say to these people who are not so convinced or that are not sure? What are your recommendations?
Well, I would always recommend to first look personally on your situation in Argentina and to personally do your decision, which has to be a quite safe decision. You want to leave the country, which is your mother country, and to go this way to Germany, because honestly, I have to say that for everyone who's interested, and that's what we say all candidates as well, it's a difficult way, it's a hard way, and it is always a way where you will have times where you would cry, where you would feel depressed, as well as days where you feel comfortable and happy and everything, but it's kind of a roller coaster feeling if you come to Germany, and that is what you have to know before. You always will have the situations when you go to Germany, but if you have it in your mind, you can better deal with that situations before. And I always recommend to personally inform yourself as best as you can about the situations in Germany, and as well about am I safe with this decision? Do I feel comfortable with it? And do I go this way 100%, convinced by 100%, or isn't it? Well, is it kind of? It's a try. If it's only a try, then this way is too hard. I would not recommend to go that. That's my recommendation.
Okay, Nina. I really want to thank you for this chance, because it's sometimes like a little bit hard to actually to get like the companies to actually to give like their human side, how it would call like this interview. And sometimes in a like group interview, I mean, the people want to actually to ask a lot of things, and perhaps what it is said, it is like only like a quarter from what they need to heard. But I think that's with this interview we can help the people to get informed, to accomplish their goal.
Thank you very much for the possibility for this interview, Lisandro. Thank you very much for your time. And we would appreciate if many people would go this way, convinced by themselves, and we will do our best to assist them.
Okay, Nina, thank you very much. Okay, so acá cortamos ya la entrevista con Nina, que la hicimos en español, en inglés, perdón. Nos estaremos viendo en la próxima entrevista.